chosen ones, God is warning you about someone with the initial J. Pay attention. I need you to listen closely, because what I am about to reveal can protect something very precious in your life. I am warning you because there is a person around you whose influence is not what it appears to be, and their name begins with the letter J. This is not a coincidence, and it is not something you should ignore. I see what you cannot see, and I know the hidden motives that have been quietly forming around you. If you believe that I am guiding your steps and protecting your path, comment, Amen. This warning is not meant to fill your heart with fear. I am not sending this word to make you suspicious of everyone around you. I am speaking because there is someone whose presence is slowly pulling at your peace and trying to interfere with what I am preparing for you. You may have already felt a strange heaviness around them, something that unsettles your spirit even when you try to ignore it. That feeling is not your imagination, because I placed discernment inside you. You are one of the ones I have been shaping quietly through trials that others never understood. Many times you thought your struggles were punishment, but they were preparation. I was strengthening your spirit so you would recognize truth even when it hides behind friendly words and familiar faces. Before we continue deeper, I ask you from the heart to like the video, because this helps this warning reach others who may also need protection and guidance. The person whose name begins with J may not look like an enemy. In fact, they may appear supportive, kind, or even deeply interested in your life. That is why this situation requires your attention and wisdom. Some people come into your path with admiration, while others come with quiet jealousy that they hide carefully behind smiles. I can see when someone studies your light not because they celebrate it, but because they are trying to understand how to dim it. You may have already noticed subtle signs that something is not right. Perhaps your plans suddenly face strange delays after sharing them with this person. Perhaps your energy feels drained after spending time with them, even when the conversation seemed normal. These moments are not random. Your spirit recognizes what your mind has not fully accepted yet. I am not telling you to confront them in anger or create conflict. The wisdom I am giving you is quieter than that. Sometimes protection comes through distance, silence, and careful boundaries. When you stop revealing everything about your dreams and your progress, the influence of those who wish to interfere begins to lose its power. You are entering a season where many blessings are moving toward you. Opportunities that once seemed far away are slowly aligning in ways you cannot yet see clearly. Because of this, certain people will feel uncomfortable around your rising favor. Their discomfort does not come from anything you have done wrong, but from the light I placed on your life. I want you to remain calm, steady, and focused on the path I am guiding you along. Your strength is not in confrontation, but in wisdom. When you guard your heart and your plans, you allow me to move freely in your life without unnecessary interference. If you trust that I am protecting you and leading you toward what is meant for you, comment 1010. Remember that not every person with the letter J in their name is the one I am referring to. This warning is about a specific connection that your spirit has already sensed. You will recognize it not through fear, but through clarity that grows stronger as you listen to my guidance. I will reveal truth through small signs, quiet realizations, and moments where understanding suddenly becomes clear. You have walked through many confusing seasons before reaching this moment. There were times when people misunderstood you, times when doors closed without explanation, and times when you felt alone while trying to remain faithful. Through every one of those moments, I was strengthening your awareness so you could walk through life with wisdom instead of blindness. The truth is, that your life carries a calling that many people around you cannot fully understand. I have placed ideas inside you that will grow into something powerful and meaningful. I have also placed favor around you that will open doors at the right time. When someone tries to interfere with that path, even subtly, I will always step in to guide you. You are not meant to live in suspicion, but you are meant to live in awareness. Pay attention to patterns instead of isolated moments. Notice how certain conversations leave you feeling unsettled, while others bring peace and encouragement. The difference between these feelings often reveals more truth than words themselves. The person connected to this warning may not realize the spiritual impact of their actions. Some people act from insecurity, others from comparison, and others from quiet resentment that grows over time. Their behavior is often driven by their own struggles rather than a clear intention to harm. Still, their influence can affect your direction if you allow them too close to the center of your life. This is why I am reminding you that your strength does not come from human approval. Your confidence must come from the relationship you have with me. When you walk in that confidence, the opinions and behaviors of others lose the power to disturb your peace. You become steady even when the environment around you is uncertain. I am preparing you for a period of clarity where many things will begin to make sense. Conversations that once confused you will reveal their hidden meaning. Situations that once felt random will show their deeper pattern. In that clarity, you will understand exactly why this warning was given to you at this moment. Is it time for you to try the same secret CIA ritual that is changing lives within seconds? A newly leaked study connected to the CIA reveals a 7-second money ritual transforming people's lives almost overnight. Proven by 4 neuroscience labs, it retrains the mind to attract wealth naturally. People who once struggled financially are now enjoying luxury homes, new cars, and travel. But this secret might not remain online much longer. Click the description and comments now before it is removed. Do not allow this awareness to harden your heart. The purpose of this guidance is protection, not bitterness. Continue to treat people with kindness and respect, but keep your deeper plans and your most personal dreams close to your heart. Some things are meant to grow quietly until the right moment arrives. The blessings ahead of you are not small. I am opening paths that you once believed were impossible. I am arranging opportunities that will bring growth, stability, and purpose into your life. Because of that, your focus must remain steady and your spirit must remain calm. Trust that I see every step of your journey. Trust that I know every person who enters your path and every influence surrounding your life. When I give you a warning, it is because I am already protecting something important that is on its way to you. Many chosen ones struggle with something very important. You naturally want to trust people, to believe the best about them, and to open your heart with honesty. That is part of the kindness I placed inside you. But kindness must always walk together with wisdom. When kindness stands alone without discernment, it sometimes allows the wrong influence to come too close. The person whose name begins with J has played a role in your life that seemed ordinary at first. Their presence may have looked harmless or even supportive. But slowly you began to notice small moments that did not feel right deep inside your spirit. There may have been words that carried hidden discouragement or reactions that felt strange when good things happened in your life. Your spirit has already felt these things, even when your mind tried to explain them away. That quiet feeling you experienced was not confusion, it was discernment growing inside you. I planted that awareness within you so you would recognize what helps your life and what quietly tries to slow it down. You must understand something important about the path you are walking. When someone carries a calling and purpose, their life attracts different kinds of people. Some are sent to support the journey, some arrive to learn from it, and others appear because they are drawn to the light but do not understand it. The presence of the person connected to this warning is not random. Their interaction with your life has revealed something about the strength you carry. Sometimes people notice your progress before you even see it yourself. They observe your growth, your determination, and the favor that slowly begins to surround you. When people notice that kind of progress, their reactions can take different forms. Some celebrate it, some feel inspired by it, others quietly compare themselves to it and begin to feel uncomfortable. Comparison is a powerful emotion that can slowly turn admiration into something very different. This is why you must remain careful about what you share with certain people. Not every plan should be spoken out loud. Not every dream should be revealed while it is still growing. Some blessings are meant to develop quietly until they are strong enough to stand without interference. Chosen one, your life is entering a stage where movement will begin to happen more quickly. Doors that once seemed closed will start opening in ways that surprise you. Opportunities that look distant will begin moving closer. In those moments, the reactions of people around you will reveal their true hearts. I want you to observe without judgment and listen without rushing to speak. When someone consistently responds to your progress with doubt, sarcasm, or quiet negativity, that is a sign your spirit should not ignore. Words carry energy, and repeated discouragement can slowly influence your confidence if you are not careful. But remember this clearly: no human influence has the power to cancel what I have prepared for you. The purpose I placed on your life cannot be taken away by jealousy, doubt, or hidden motives. My protection surrounds your path, even when others try to interfere with it. What matters most is how you respond to the awareness I am giving you now. Instead of becoming defensive or confrontational, allow wisdom to guide your actions. Speak less about your future plans. Protect the ideas that are still developing. Let your progress appear through results instead of announcements. You will notice something interesting when you begin doing this. Certain conversations will change. Some people will lose interest when they no longer have access to your personal thoughts and plans. Others will become more respectful because they sense a quiet strength growing in you. This shift will also bring clarity about the person connected to this warning. Without direct confrontation, their true attitude will slowly become easier to see. Patterns that once seemed small will stand out more clearly. Moments that once felt confusing will begin to make sense. During this time, stay close to me in your thoughts and in your heart. When you pause in quiet reflection, I will guide your understanding. I will help you recognize what deserves your energy and what should remain at a distance. My wisdom becomes clearer when you allow your spirit to slow down and listen. You are not alone in navigating these situations. I have been guiding chosen ones throughout history through similar moments of awareness. Many great journeys required learning how to recognize both supportive companions and those who could not walk the same path. The purpose of this lesson is not separation for the sake of isolation, it is alignment. Your life must align with the people who respect your growth and celebrate your progress. When that alignment happens, your strength multiplies because the right support surrounds you. I am also preparing new connections for your future. People who understand your heart will enter your life at the right moment. These individuals will bring encouragement instead of quiet resistance. Their presence will feel peaceful rather than draining, Why is the government supposedly trying to keep this 7-second brain ritual hidden? A major CIA leak has revealed a short brain practice that is helping ordinary people eliminate debt and welcome wealth. Backed by 4 neuroscience labs, this simple method done at home is turning financial struggles into better lives. People are now getting homes, vehicles, and vacations. But this secret could disappear at any time. Click the link in the description and comments before it is gone. When those connections arrive, you will notice the difference immediately. Conversations will leave you feeling energized instead of exhausted. Ideas will grow instead of being questioned in ways that weaken your confidence. The right people help your spirit expand rather than shrink. Until that time fully unfolds, continue walking with patience and awareness. Do not rush to remove people from your life without clarity. Instead, allow truth to reveal itself naturally through time and observation. Wisdom grows stronger when it develops through understanding rather than reaction. The situation connected to the person with the initial J will become clearer as days pass. What once felt uncertain will begin to show its real shape. When that clarity arrives, you will know exactly how to respond with calmness and strength. Your life carries a future that many people cannot yet imagine. I see the doors that will open, the stability that will come, and the peace that will grow around you. Because of that future, I am guiding you carefully through the influences that surround you today. The person connected to the letter J entered your life during a time when you were still learning to trust your spiritual instincts. At that time, your heart was open and generous. You believed that kindness and loyalty would always be returned in the same way. That belief was not wrong, but the world does not always respond to goodness with goodness. Some people see kindness as an opportunity rather than a gift. You may remember moments when you shared something important with this person. Perhaps it was a plan, an idea, or a dream that meant a lot to you. In that moment you were hoping for encouragement or support, but instead their reaction may have felt strangely dismissive, doubtful, or cold. At the time you may have told yourself it was nothing serious. Yet your spirit quietly noticed the difference. Chosen one, the reason you felt that difference is because your spirit is sensitive to truth. When words carry hidden motives, your inner awareness begins to react even before your mind understands why. I created you with that ability so you would not walk blindly through the influences surrounding your life. Discernment is one of the quiet gifts I give to those who seek wisdom. The person whose name begins with J has likely watched your life with more attention than you realized. They may have studied your progress, your habits, and the changes happening around you. When someone observes another person with comparison in their heart, their attitude slowly begins to shift. Admiration can slowly transform into silent competition without a single word being spoken. Competition itself is not always harmful. In many situations, it encourages growth and improvement. But when competition becomes rooted in jealousy, it begins to create tension beneath the surface of relationships. The person may start reacting differently to your successes than they do to the successes of others. Small remarks or expressions may reveal disappointment instead of joy when good things happen for you. I want you to understand something clearly. None of this changes the kindness you are meant to carry in your heart. Your goodness is not a weakness, it is part of the purpose I placed inside you. However, kindness must always walk beside wisdom so that your heart remains protected. As you move forward from this moment, begin observing the way certain interactions affect your peace. Notice how your energy feels after spending time with different people. When someone leaves you feeling inspired, calm, and encouraged, that is a healthy connection. But when someone leaves you feeling uneasy, drained, or doubtful about yourself, that is a signal your spirit is sending you. You are entering a season where peace will become very important. The blessings that are approaching your life require a calm and stable foundation. When your mind is constantly disturbed by negative influences, it becomes harder to recognize the opportunities I am placing in front of you. That is why I am guiding you to protect your inner environment carefully. The person connected to this warning may not openly oppose you. In fact, they may continue acting friendly or supportive on the surface. But subtle behaviors often reveal deeper attitudes. For example, they may change the subject whenever you speak about progress. They may highlight possible problems instead of encouraging your growth. They may show curiosity about your plans while offering little genuine support. These small behaviors matter because they influence the atmosphere around your life. Words carry energy, and repeated negativity can slowly weaken confidence if you listen to it too often. That is why I am guiding you to become selective about whose opinions you allow to shape your thinking. There will be moments when you feel tempted to explain yourself or defend your dreams to this person. Resist that urge. Your purpose does not require constant justification. What I am building in your life will become visible through results, not arguments. Silence often protects what explanation would only expose to unnecessary criticism. You will also notice that when you become quieter about your plans, certain people react with confusion. They may ask more questions than before, or seem curious about why you have become more reserved. This reaction reveals how much they relied on knowing your personal thoughts. By protecting your plans, you remove that access. As time passes, this distance will create clarity. If the person truly cares about your well-being, they will respect your boundaries and continue treating you with kindness. But if their interest was based mainly on comparison or curiosity, their attitude will slowly change. Either way, the truth will become visible without confrontation. Chosen one, remember that I am not removing people from your life to leave you alone. I am clearing space for healthier connections to grow. The right people will enter your path when the time is right. These individuals will recognize your value without feeling threatened by it. When you meet people whose hearts align with yours, the difference will be obvious. They will celebrate your progress instead of measuring themselves against it. They will encourage your ideas instead of quietly questioning them. Their presence will bring peace instead of tension. These connections are already forming in ways you cannot yet see. Every step you take toward wisdom and discernment prepares you to recognize them when they arrive. Your life will begin to feel lighter as the right relationships surround you. At the same time, the situation with the person whose name begins with J will gradually resolve itself. Truth has a way of revealing itself through time and consistency. Patterns cannot remain hidden forever. When someone repeatedly reveals their real attitude, it becomes impossible to ignore. You will not need dramatic confrontations to handle this situation. Sometimes the most powerful response is simply adjusting your distance and focusing on your own growth. When you stop giving attention to negative influences, they slowly lose the ability to disturb your path. Do you know why people everywhere are suddenly talking about this 7-second CIA ritual? A brainwave technique that allegedly leaked from the CIA is reportedly changing lives across the globe. Supported by neuroscience, this short 7-second practice is helping everyday people attract money, freedom, and luxury into their lives. If you are seeing this right now, you are lucky because the page might disappear soon. Click the link in the description and comments to discover the secret before it gets removed. The purpose I placed in your life is too important to allow confusion or hidden jealousy to slow your progress. There are opportunities ahead that will require clear thinking and steady confidence. By protecting your peace now, you prepare yourself to recognize those opportunities when they appear. Trust that I am guiding every step you take. I see the conversations you have, the thoughts you wrestle with, and the emotions that pass quietly through your heart. Nothing about your journey is hidden from me. When I give you a warning, it is because I am already working to protect your future. You have spent many seasons learning patience and resilience. There were times when you wondered why certain relationships felt complicated, or why certain people around you seemed difficult to understand. In those moments, you often blamed yourself, thinking perhaps you had misunderstood them or reacted too strongly. But many of those experiences were lessons preparing you for the discernment you are developing now. The person connected to the letter J may have appeared supportive during earlier stages of your journey. Their words may have sounded friendly, and their presence may have seemed harmless. Yet underneath those interactions there may have been a quiet tension that you could not fully explain. That tension is what your spirit noticed long before your mind could name it. Discernment often begins as a feeling rather than a clear thought. It appears as a gentle uneasiness, a moment of hesitation, or a quiet voice inside telling you to pause. Many people ignore that voice because they do not want to believe something uncomfortable about someone they know. But chosen ones are called to listen carefully to those inner signals. The reason this warning matters now is because your life is approaching an important turning point. The progress you have been working toward is beginning to gather momentum. What once moved slowly is about to accelerate. Opportunities will start appearing that require confidence, clarity, and the right environment around you. When blessings begin approaching someone's life, not everyone reacts to that change with joy. Some people feel inspired by it, while others feel challenged by it. Those who feel challenged may begin acting differently without fully understanding why. Their words may carry subtle doubt, and their behavior may shift in small but noticeable ways. The person with the initial J may already be showing signs of this shift. Perhaps they ask questions that feel more like investigation than curiosity. Perhaps they react strangely when something positive happens for you. Maybe they downplay your progress or remind you of past mistakes whenever you express hope about the future. These reactions reveal something deeper than simple disagreement. They show that your growth is affecting them emotionally. Instead of celebrating your progress, they may feel unsettled by it. That unsettled feeling can slowly influence how they speak to you and how they interact with your plans. I want you to understand that their reaction is not your responsibility. Each person must face their own emotions and insecurities. Your task is not to fix how others feel about your growth. Your task is to continue walking the path I am guiding you along. One of the most powerful forms of wisdom is knowing when to step back quietly instead of explaining everything. You do not need to defend every decision you make. You do not need to convince others that your dreams are valid. What I place inside your heart will prove itself through time and persistence. When you reduce the amount of personal information you share with certain people, you create a protective boundary around your life. This boundary is not meant to isolate you. It simply ensures that the seeds of your future are allowed to grow without unnecessary interference. As you practice this quiet protection, you may notice something interesting happening. The person connected to this warning may begin reacting differently to your silence. They may try to draw information from you in subtle ways. They may ask more questions than before or appear unusually curious about your plans. This reaction reveals how much they relied on knowing the details of your life. When that access becomes limited, their influence over your thoughts and emotions becomes limited as well. This is why wisdom sometimes requires silence. While you are learning these lessons, I am also working behind the scenes of your life. New opportunities are forming that you cannot yet see clearly. Conversations are happening that will eventually lead to doors opening for you. The progress you have been hoping for is slowly arranging itself in the background. Because these changes are approaching, the environment around you must become healthier and more stable. Negative influence, hidden jealousy, or quiet discouragement cannot remain close to the center of your life during this season. That is why I am guiding you to recognize the difference between supportive relationships and draining ones. Supportive relationships bring clarity and encouragement. They celebrate your progress without feeling threatened by it. When you speak about your dreams with the right people, they respond with excitement and curiosity. Their words strengthen your confidence rather than weakening it. Draining relationships have the opposite effect. Conversations leave you feeling confused or discouraged. You may find yourself questioning your own ideas after speaking with certain individuals. Over time, this pattern can slowly erode confidence if it is not recognized. Chosen one, you deserve to walk in an environment where your growth is respected and supported. The calling on your life requires space to develop fully. When the wrong voices become too loud around you, they can distract you from the direction I am guiding you toward. This does not mean you must remove people from your life immediately or dramatically. Often the most effective approach is simply adjusting the level of closeness. You can remain respectful and kind while still protecting the deeper parts of your life. Distance can reveal truth more clearly than confrontation. When someone's attitude depends on constant access to your personal thoughts, that attitude will change once that access is reduced. In time, their true intentions will become easier to recognize. Could a brain ritual revealed by the CIA be the fastest way to step into a life of luxury? Recently uncovered CIA research has brought attention to a powerful brainwave method that is helping ordinary individuals attract wealth almost instantly. This simple 7-second ritual you can do at home has been confirmed by 4 neuroscience labs. People are moving from debt to dream homes, luxury cars, and vacations. If you are seeing this, consider yourself fortunate because this page could be taken down soon. Click the link in the description and comments to learn the secret before it disappears. During this period of clarity, keep your focus on the growth happening within you. Continue strengthening your discipline, your patience, and your faith. The more stable your inner foundation becomes, the less influence negative attitudes will have on your life. You have come farther than you realize. Many of the struggles you faced in the past were shaping your ability to recognize truth in complicated situations. Every challenge you overcame was preparing you for the responsibility that comes with the blessings ahead. Your future contains opportunities that will allow you to build stability and purpose.